Hi fellow makeup fiends, today I'm going to do the Love Drugstore tag. I've just watched the lovely Kelly of the Fairy Kelly do this tag, and I've actually watched quite a few people in the last few weeks do it, and I've been longing to get better so I can get back into making videos, and this was one of the videos that was on my to-do list. So I'm going to do it now. I've got an absolute mess in front of me of all my products out. Yeah, so we'll crack on. There's not many questions in it, but you know me, I can make anything last far too long. Okay, so the first question is your favourite drugstore brand. Now, I find this quite challenging, to be honest, because as much as you all know that I love MAC and Urban Decay, I have a lot of drugstore makeup. Just because of affordability really, and because it's good. You know, I think it does the job. I don't think that you need to spend a huge amount of money on absolutely every piece of makeup. You don't need to have everything from one brand. It's good to shop around. You can get lots of different things from lots of different brands, and that's what I love about my makeup collection, is that I like certain things from certain brands, and even some of the brands I like, they do things that I don't like. So yeah, so I'm dancing around the issue, but I do love a lot of brands. L'Oreal and Revlon are notable mentions that I really like. Probably for me, I'm going to have to say Sleek though. And the reason I'm going to say Sleek is I do use their liners, I use the loose powder, I use blushes, I've got the contour kit, and I absolutely love their eyeshadow palettes. I love the packaging. I like that it's nice and black and sleek, funnily enough. I think they look really nice. I like that they've got the names of the palettes on the back. And then I've done it again. I've just tried to film this and drop the names. So these are the colours in this palette. Really bright, really colourful. I like that they name them now, but I just think they're lovely. I just absolutely love the choice of shadows, and I think they're a really great brand. Another thing that I really love from them is this is a loose powder. It's translucent. It actually suits all skin tones, as you can see from the picture. I absolutely love it. It's so incredibly finely milled, and this is my second one, but the first one just lasted me absolutely forever, and I just had to invest in another one of these, but it's amazing. It just gives you such a beautiful flawless finish. Yeah, so I really love that. I always have problems getting this lid back on. There we go. So I have to say Sleek is my favourite drugstore brand. It didn't used to be honest. I've really only gotten into it in the last year, but I just really have enjoyed trying their palettes, using their blushes. Like I said, I've got their liners. Probably going to try some other stuff from them coming up soon. I'll have a little look now that my Sunland Superdrug has now stocked Sleek. You can only buy Sleek in Superdrug, but you can also purchase it online, and I know they ship worldwide. I think it's quite expensive, and there are some things within their range that they don't ship to other countries. So I don't know, it's something to do with like sort of chemicals that they use and sort of licensing in other countries. But yeah, I just absolutely love Sleek. So I'm going to say my favourite drugstore brand is Sleek. And if I was to pick a more generic drugstore brand that is available like all over, I'd probably pick L'Oreal. Just because that's one of the products that's coming up in the next question. I really like L'Oreal's products as a whole. I don't own a lot of them, but I just find that like their base products, like the main products such as foundation that I use, is a L'Oreal product, and I actually use 2 of their foundations and absolutely love them, and their powder's lovely, so, and their primer. So definitely L'Oreal would be another one which is more widely available. So number 2 is your favourite face, cheek and lip product. So my favourite face product, I kind of was unsure which way I was going to go with this one, but I've actually gone for the L'Oreal Lumi Magique foundation. I love this. I've actually got it on today. It just gives me such a beautiful flawless finish. It gives you a lovely glow. It's got lovely coverage. It's a really perfect match for my skin colour. I just absolutely love it. It doesn't break me out, which is really good because I have sensitive skin and sometimes they can break me out, but I really love it. I did find after a while of using Bourjois Healthy Mix that did break me out. I don't know whether that will happen with this when I've been using it for a long period of time. But what I tend to do is kind of change up how long I'm using them for. So at the moment I'm also trialling the Max Factor one, which is the 3-in-1. So I'm not actually using this all the time. I have been using this a little bit as well, but I'll be doing a review up and coming on that once I've had a bit more of a chance to use it. The other face product that I would mention, I would have to say, well, I've got two actually. I would have to mention this, which is Gosh Velvet Touch Line Perfector Primer. I absolutely love this stuff. I think it's quite expensive, but that's what it looks like. It's amazing if you've got oily or acne prone skin or scarring. It won't completely disguise the scarring, but it will help make it look less obvious, which is great for me. It's really thick and velvety and it feels really lovely and nourishing on the skin, so I love that. And then the other one is a Maybelline foundation, which is the 24-hour Super Stay. I don't actually have one of those at the moment on the go, but I do have one in the drawer. Yeah, I do have one in stock. I know I sound a bit like a shop, but I did get these. It was 2 for £10, and these I think are £9.19 each, so I did pick up two while they were on 2 for £10 because I love this foundation. It's so amazing. So yeah, I have to mention Maybelline. So that would be face, and then it's cheek and lips. I've got a couple of things for cheeks. One of the things I will mention are the blushes from Accessorize. This one is in Sensation. That's what it looks like. It's kind of peach and pink together. And I like the packaging, how it's gold with butterflies on. It's very, very pretty girly packaging. And this has just got the most beautiful sort of sheen to it. You can see there. So it's not just a blush, it's got a lot of highlight qualities to it, and that's what I like about the Accessorize blushes. You don't need to put then a highlighter on top, you can actually just put the blusher and it's got a lovely glow to it. So that I would have to say for cheeks. I also wanted to mention number 7 for cheeks, because although these are higher end, they're still drugstore brands because they're available in Boots. I've got two to show you. This one is Coral Flush. Now they've always got vouchers off in Boots anyway, so you can get a good deal on these, but these are nice big size and these are so pigmented and beautiful to work with. This one's called Coral Flush and that's it there. It's really lovely. I absolutely love this blusher. And the other one from number 7 that I've got, which was from the, I think that's Midnight Enchantment collection. That was from last Christmas. And I love this. I like to use the darker colour on its own sometimes, or you can swirl it together and get a highlight, but this is just the most beautiful blush. And when they were selling these off, I actually managed to pick one up for about £3.50, which I was really pleased about, because I just absolutely love this, so I wanted to get a backup of that. So they're my cheek products, number 7. And Accessorize. And then lip products, I've got 2. This is my first ever favourite lipstick. So I didn't really used to wear a lot of makeup. If you've been watching me for a while, you'll know that part of my story is I didn't really get into makeup until the last couple of years. But this was my favourite lipstick. What I used to wear before. It's the only lipstick I owned. This is Gosh makeup, and it's from Superdrug. And it's number 134, which is called Darling. It's coming off a bit beige, but it's more of a baby pink. I did have it on, but then I put something else on over the top of it. But these are really creamy lipsticks. I find that this is very comparable to MAC. It's got quite a nice smell. It's not got a sickly smell because I can't stand the smell of Rimmel lipsticks. They just make me feel ill. But I like the packaging. It's quite nice and sleek and just nice and just plain black. It's really nice. I like how the sticker on the bottom is the colour of the lipstick, because you can stack them in the drawer like I do with the colour upwards and you can see what colour it is. They have some unusual colours in the range. This is one of them which I absolutely love, called Sunrise. And it's quite an unusual orange colour, but it looks really pretty on the lips. So I have to mention those in my lip products, and that's got limited edition packaging, which is really pretty. And then the other ones that I will mention, just because this is one of my favourite lipsticks of now, other than my MAC ones, are these ones from Revlon. Oh yeah, Super Lustrous Lipstick. I've got 025, which is Skyline Pink, and 455, which is paparazzi pink, and I've got paparazzi pink on now, and that's this colour. This is just such a beautiful pink. What's it there? It's just gorgeous. I absolutely love this colour. It's really pretty and it's really creamy on the lips. And then the other one, I just love this. It's just a very pale pink. I'll swatch it, but I don't think you're going to see much of it. That's it there. It's a very pale pink, sort of glossy sort of coat to your lips. I absolutely love these lipsticks. They're really lovely and they're really not badly priced. And the packaging's great. Also, it's got the clear lids, so you can stack them and you can see what colour you have in your drawer. So I think that's a good little thing as well. So those are my faves. The next question is least fave product. Right, well, it really pains me to say this because I've actually quite liked this brand in the past, but I have to say it's Sue Moxley's Famous range. This is available at Superdrug. I think the packaging is just very tacky. I don't like it at all. I just think it's tacky looking, it's very plasticky looking, just awful. The blusher is just incredibly powdery. It's got loads of glitter in it. I don't know if you can see, probably not. And it's just, although it's like really pigmented, that's it there. It's just quite difficult to work with once you've got it on. It's just blending it. I just find it doesn't blend very easily. And you think, wow, that's a lot of product, but I don't think I'd ever use all of that product. I feel like it's too much. I really feel that the packaging before was a lot sleeker, a lot prettier, a lot classier looking than it is now. I just think it's not good. Not a good direction, so I don't like that. What is the best makeup bargain? Probably the best makeup bargain for me is these from MUA. These are the Love Heart range. This was like, I think it was just like a limited edition thing. They did nail varnishes and they did these lip balms. So this is Sweet Kiss, which is this kind of peach colour. I absolutely love these. They don't have a massive amount of colour to them, but they do have a little bit of colour. So you'd actually be surprised when you swatch them. You kind of think, oh, but there's not much colour there. But when you actually get it on your lips, I don't know if you can see there, it has got some actual colour about it. It's really, really nice. They feel really moisturising on the lips, and I use these over the top of my MAC lipsticks all the time just to add a little bit of a glossy finish, and I absolutely love them. They smell really nice as well, and you just get tons of product. You can see, I like when you can see that there's a lot of product in here. It's really, really good. Yeah, so you know you're getting your money's worth. I think they're about £1 or £1.50, I don't know. It's not more than £2, that's for sure, and I think that's a bargain, so I have picked them up in every colour because I absolutely love those. Your fave underdog product? I didn't actually look at that one. Underdog. See, part of me wants to say MUA, but I don't really see that as an underdog, because whenever you go to the MUA stand, there's always loads of just empty spaces because it's so popular, because it's such a good price, and everyone on YouTube just seems to mention MUA quite a lot, and it always showing things from MUA, so I wouldn't say particularly that they're an underdog. I think for me it's Barry M. And I think the reason I say that is because I just feel like Barry M has not changed at all for a very long time. The stand always looks the same. They haven't zhuzhed anything up, they haven't added anything in particular, they haven't changed the packaging, it's just always stayed the same, and they don't add a lot of lines to their makeup, whereas other brands do seem to bring out new things, and it keeps you interested in that brand, and I feel like Barry M is not something that particularly interests me. I don't think, oh, let's go and see what Barry M's got out at the moment, because they rarely have anything new to offer me, so I think that, oh, you know, right, I think they're an underdog anyway, but that is not the question. The question is fave underdog product. Fave underdog product. Well, I guess then it really can't be anything but this, but they're not an underdog. I don't like this question. Oh, okay, no, I'm going to go with this. Fave underdog product, I would have to say, is Peep Show Mascara from number 17. Now, number 17 is the cheaper little sister of number 7, sold at Boots. But I do think that this is an amazing mascara. I'm not sure how much these are now. I think it was about £5 when I bought it. But I actually got this little eyeshadow kit free with it. And that was really why I got the mascara, because I like the colours in this kit. And then I love this kit so much, I actually went back and bought another one, and then I ended up with 2 mascaras. But the reason I did that was like, it was kind of because I tried the mascara, and the mascara was amazing. So I thought, well, I'm going to get those 2 things anyway, so I might as well get them now while the offer's on, because I just love these. They're so pigmented, these shadows, and they're so creamy. They blend beautifully, and that's just one swatch. It's just beautiful. Yeah, so I absolutely think that number 17 can be seen as quite an underdog, but I think that lately, like in the last year, they've got a lot of stuff coming out. They're keeping up with the market. They're bringing primers out, BB creams. At the moment, they've got a huge range of different types of eyeliner. So I think that my best underdog product would be the Peep Show mascara from number 17, because I just love how this looks on my lashes. Overpriced drugstore product. Well, I found this question incredibly easy to answer, and that is because as much as I absolutely love this product, I think it is massively overpriced. It's from Me, and it's the Correct and Perfect Concealer. I'd like to buy this concealer and not have the powder attached. It's a very gimmicky product. So you get your concealer and they give you the powder with it. Well, I have not opened the powder. I see no sense in this powder, because if you wear makeup, generally, if you like loose powder, you will already own one, and you wouldn't, just because you put a bit of concealer on, use it from here and then do the rest of your face with this. You'd use your powder that you already have. So I find that this is just a waste of time. I did use the other one, but just because I didn't really want to waste it, but I haven't even opened this one, so this will probably just go in the drawer, and then hopefully at some point I will be able to use it. My other bugbear with this is, you look at this and you think, wow, that's really thick, but it's actually massively hollow inside. And from experience, because this is my second one, because like I said, I love it, I just really hate that it's expensive. I think it's about £8. This is literally as deep as an eyeshadow compact, an eyeshadow. So you know how quickly, if you really like an eyeshadow, how quickly you can hit pan on an eyeshadow if you're using it. And if you've got bad skin and you need the concealer and you need to use this every day, you do hit pan very, very quickly. So I think it's very overpriced, to be honest, for what it is. It is an amazing, amazing concealer. I wish that they would do it in maybe a pot this size and fill it up. I'd gladly pay £8 to have that much of this concealer, but it's just the tiniest amount for a lot of money. I think Me is quite expensive makeup. I know it's sort of, it's meant to be like Benefit, like High Street's answer to Benefit, and I think this is very much like a raised paste because it's got that thicker sort of consistency, but I just think that it's still very expensive for how little product that you get. Okay, so best drugstore dupes. Of course, everybody is going to mention the MUA Undressed palette as a dupe for the Naked palette. I'm not the massivest fan of the packaging particularly. I think it's fairly tacky. I prefer much like just a plain black lid. But I know that the packaging is reflects the price, and this cost me £3. I think it's normally £4, but I actually got this one for £3 in a little bit of an offer, and I really actually like it. I've never used MUA until I got the Heaven and Earth palette, and I really love the shadows. I think they are really nicely pigmented. That's that one there. They are lovely. I do keep meaning to do a comparison video with the actual Naked palette. But as you can see, there's a lot of similarity in colours there. I might do one and swatch them side by side so you can get a better idea of them side by side. So that is a really good dupe for the Naked palette. As I say, it's the same sort of colours, and they are really pretty, really nice to work with, blend beautifully, and they just last all day. I think it's really, really excellent. Another drugstore dupe is from Sleek. This is a blusher in Rose Gold. Now, I don't own NARS Orgasm. I think it's a lot of money and I've got no way of accessing NARS. I'd like to see it in person to decide whether I'd want to purchase it, but there's nowhere near me that sells NARS. But I've heard that this from Sleek, which is the rose gold blusher, is an excellent dupe for orgasm. And that's a very heavy swatch there. So that's a really pretty blusher and I really do love it. So whether it is or not, I really like it anyway. So that's another dupe. And then a couple of Barry M lipsticks. This one is comparable to quite a few of the coral sort of shades that MAC have had out in the last year. That's what that one looks like there. It's very creamy sort of looking, this one, it's a very creamy sort of coral, and the names of the ones that it very much reminds me of totally escapes me, but yeah, quite generic, those shades. And then the other one, sorry, I didn't tell you the number of that one, and that one was 147, and then the next one is 129, and it's a very good dupe to MAC's Quite Cute, which sold out, and it was part of the Quite Cute collection. And it's just a beautiful lilac. I really love this colour, it's really nice. The next one is Drugstore Product Not Worth the Hype. I don't really know what I had out for this one. I find that quite a difficult question. I think for me, this is probably going to be a very unpopular answer, but Rimmel. I really don't like the packaging, I don't like the finish, I don't like the smell of the lipsticks. I'm just not a fan of Rimmel at all, and I find the foundations just don't come up the right colour on me. They have a little bit of a strange colour that I don't seem to be able to find a match for myself at Rimmel. So I probably have to say, yeah, I don't think Rimmel's worth the hype. For me, it's personal choice, of course. There's probably things that you don't like that I've picked, but yeah, not for me. But I do want to now put some honourable mentions in of some products that I really love from drugstores. I have to mention Real Techniques, just because these are now available at Superdrug and you can also get them at Boots. I think they're really reasonably priced brushes when you consider how much Sigma and MAC brushes and NARS brushes are really expensive. So I think that they're really good value. BB creams, honourable mentions are Garnier BB cream. This is for combination skin and this is in light, it's amazing. And gosh, this Gosh BB cream is fantastic. I absolutely love the coverage, the consistency, everything about it. It doesn't break me out. This one's in 01 Sand and it's pale enough for me and I'm quite pale. So I really love that. And primer wise, I'm going to mention number 7's eye primer. As you can see, there's a lot gone. I love it so much. This is really quite cheap. I think it's about £7. Yes, I know that's not mega cheap, but I always get it when I've got a voucher. It's never cost me more than £2 something to get one of these primers, and they last such a long time, and it's such a gorgeous primer. Your eyeshadow literally just sticks to it and stays on all day. I can't rave enough about that. So I had to mention that. And I think that's about it. Oh, and number 17 concealer. I've tried the Collection 2001, it does not work for me, I don't like it at all, but I absolutely love this one. It's called Hideaway. I don't know if it's still called Hideaway, I've had this for some time, but it's just a lovely colour match and it's a beautiful consistency. So those are my little honourable mentions there. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't done this tag, I'd love to see you do it. You can always leave it as a video response to this one, or if you do it, let me know that you've done it so that I can check yours out too, because I do enjoy these types of videos, and as I say, in the last couple of weeks I've watched quite a few of them. So I'll love you and leave you and see you all soon. Bye!